fast of a speed can we get up to before we get back to Raton? I was up to 92 and I was headed south. Now I'm back up to 91. I made it to 92. All right. I got a heavy load on my mind, but I'm running just a bit behind. Make it over to the shed. Because it feels like this truck's made of lead. There. Just enter, I guess. Okay. Let's do some flags. Confirm. Alright, let's see if there's heavy haul missions in this pig of a town. I mean, this beautiful burg. Well, it looks like it's gonna be this one. I guess I'm going to Idaho Falls. There it is, right there. Well, I've been driving around most of the morning since 5 o'clock, trying to get my truck set up, get all the maintenance done, gas up, doing all that from a dead sleep, so I have as much driving time in the daylight as possible. Whatever, I'm Old Guy Gamer, this is American Truck Sim. I was finishing up some editing and some playing, and I decided I wanted to do the heavy haul missions. Downloaded the heavy haul content a long time ago and just never did any, so I figured let's do them. Let's earn that achievement. I want to start working on the achievements in this game, just because. So, strap in. Try not to drink any fluids because I don't want to have to stop to go to the bathroom. And we'll see how much of this trip we can get done. No, you know what? I have a beacon I should probably turn on. Yeah, now they're on. Stop there, buddy. Alright, now we're going to miss the left side concrete. Now let's miss the right side concrete. This is why I don't like doing these missions, because normally this game is used to be like my diary, so I can talk to myself in 40 years and I can come back and watch these games and be like, oh, that's what I was talking about back when I was this old and this year and all that stuff. But when I have to do games like this, where I actually need to concentrate and I end up talking about the game instead of my diary, I mean, I don't know what the replayability of this is going to be as far as watching it over and over, but whatever. It's a break from the norm. It is what it is. It's a heavy haul mission. I'm going to have to go slower because the weight is going to be slowing me down. Going to have to go slower just to make sure that I have the maneuverability and clearance and all that stuff. I'm not a professional trucker, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of guessing. What else? You can see I don't have any pilot cars or escort cars, whatever you want to call them. So I'm doing this all on my own. I've got 863 miles. I'm scheduled to be in there by tonight if I can do it all in one sitting, but I don't have enough wake hours to be doing stuff like that. I've only got probably... I've been up since 5, so I've probably only got 12 hours left. I cannot see Out the back of the truck. There's a mirror. I forgot I had a pop-up. I was trying to look out the regular mirror and totally forgot I had a pop-up right there staring at me in the face. My bad. Anyways, it says I can do it in one sitting and be there by 10:48 p.m. But I do not have enough awake hours to make it there by 10:48, so I will have to stop at least once. I don't think I'd want to be doing a load like this at night anyway, but I will try and make it as far as I can before 6 p.m. That way I can stop at a reasonable time, get my 8 hours of sleep, and then hopefully it'll be daylight the next morning so I can continue this whole trip in daylight. And here's going to be our first mother of a turn. Let's get all the way over there. Take it nice and slow. I think we're going to have plenty of room, but let's just practice being careful and doing this the right way. Just for grins and giggles. Oh, it gets really loud when you're out there. Oh, I got plenty of room. Just for grins and giggles, let's take all these turns really wide. Basically going to be... Well, I'm forced to go slow, because how fast can you go with a load this heavy? And then I'm trying to think. My goal is to basically keep the front axle steering tire on the outside of the curve, right on the line when I'm going around a curve. That way I give the back of the truck as much space as I can to stay in the lane, and if it goes over a little, hopefully it won't go over much. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how much this thing weighs, because it was over 100,000 pounds of cargo and trailer. Okay, we are going 19 miles an hour. Boy, this is going to be a slow ride. Alright, leave a comment right now, 2 minutes into the video. I don't know how long we are into the video, I don't know that yet. I've been playing for half an hour. Leave a comment right now telling me how much you think the weight is going to be when I go through this weigh station. I'm assuming I'm going to have to stop. What? It says I can bypass. Could I stop if I want to? Not a very tall cargo, thank goodness. I don't have to worry about height. It is a little wide, so gotta watch out for that. And you know what? I never did set up my route. So when I get past this bridge, I'll pull over and set up the route real quick. Just a temporary stop, just to make sure I don't have any mountain 2-lane roads I gotta drive on with the computer generated GPS route. Stupid people! Yeah, slam on the brakes before you get into the turn lane, you morons. That is one thing I try and do in real life. I try to get into a turn lane before I hit the brakes, that way I don't slow down the people behind me. I wonder if other people think that way while they're driving, so as not to inconvenience other drivers unnecessarily. Okay, I can pretty much see everybody up to that right-hand curve, so I'm going to pull over here real quick just to set my GPS up, because you can see me coming off of that last curve pretty far away. So before I get to the next curve, I'm going to stop here and set up my map the right way. Give me 1 sec. I'll stay here with you so I can show you what I do. So I'm going to Idaho. Let me just show you where that's at real quick. Idaho Falls. So I-70 is up here. Let's see what this little side road is here. See, this is a... I came in on this road when I did the last trip, but it's a state highway, so I don't really want to go that route. So what I want to do is come up here and set a waypoint just here before we get to I-70. So it keeps me on the interstate. Even though it's a longer trip, it should be easier with a long trailer to stay on the interstate than take that Route 50, which is going to be... Let's see, here's another cut through. They want me to take this side street instead of taking 70 all the way to 15. So what we're going to do is stay on 70 all the way up to 15. Now, obviously, I'm not planning the shortest route. I'm planning the easiest route for a big trailer, and I want to stay on the interstate as much as possible. And Idaho Falls is right on I-15, so that's a good route. It is interstate the whole way. And even if it's not faster, even if it is longer and slower, I think it'll be easier, and that's really what I want. I want easy, less... Oh, yeah, you gotta put it in gear, Tom. Come on, buddy. That guy is letting me out. Look at that saint of an angel of a driver. Just stops in the middle of the interstate to let me get in front of him. You are a dream come true, my friend. Anyways, like I was saying, even though it's longer and likely going to be slower, yeah, see, it's, if you look at the GPS on the top line, it says that I'm now due in Friday at 3:12 a.m. So I'm going to lose at least 4 or 5 hours taking this route. But the mental anguish caused by going on those state routes, surface streets, 2-lane roads, the twisties through the mountains, because this is going to be a mountain drive. I'm hoping that this route makes it easier, even though it's longer and slower. So it's better to make those decisions now and know it's happening that way than to be behind the 8 ball the whole way with white knuckles and ragged nerves because you're on a smaller road. So we're looking at 18 hours almost of driving in the next 1,000 miles. And we should be able to get there in 2 days, even with the heavy load. We'll see how it works. You got your seatbelt on? Good. Just so you know, I would likely not be using the cruise control if this was a real mission. A real job. But since it's a game, I'm going to be using cruise control, so I don't have to be staring at the speedometer the whole time. Colorado Springs. I came to Colorado Springs once when I was a kid with my parents on one of those week-long driving vacations that I talked about in a previous video. It's the farthest west I've ever been in the United States without having to fly, because I have flown into LA once. But Colorado Springs, I don't remember a whole lot about it because I was like 12. So I do know it's the home of the Air Force Academy. And if you're not aware, do a Google search and look up the chapel at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. And just look at the architecture. It's a very cool looking building. And Pikes Peak is also just outside of Colorado Springs. So check out Pikes Peak. Slow way down for this construction. Last thing I need is be hitting something, causing damage to a DOD contract. And we'll get right back over without even thinking about it. What is that stadium over there? That's cool looking. Okay, disabled car, careful. Field Stadium. Alright, that's cool. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but there it is. Something in Denver. Must be Mile High Stadium, I bet. Coming up on our first waypoint. So, must mean we're getting ready to turn. Or change highways, whatever the case may be. So that actually wasn't as far off the original path as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be pretty... Okay, am I turning here or the next one? I guess it's here, okay. I see what they're doing now, okay. Everybody goes right and then we split. If you're going on 70. Alright. So what I was going to say is, you know, that wasn't too far off of the default original GPS path that they gave me, but I'd rather be on this road than one of those little ones. This is good practice. It's not a huge load like some of the ones we'll be doing later. So it's heavy but small. At least we don't have to worry about heavy and big at the same time for our first heavy haul run. So this will be nice. You know you got a boring job when the excitement comes from changing roads at an interchange. Let's do 600 miles on this road and then turn once. And then do 600 more miles. That's exciting. I-70 used to be my jam. I'm from Northern Illinois and I was stationed in Maryland. I used to drive home, I don't know, every 6 weeks or so. And I only did the turnpike once and I learned real quick that I-70 was a better option. So I would take I-70 all the way from Frederick, Maryland, all the way to Indianapolis. Got to know it pretty well, and here it is all the way out here in Colorado. Alright, here's where things get really exciting, doing 30 miles an hour up a mountain pass. Oh, he jumped in the left lane. He's going to try and pass. He was in the draft. Come on, Big Rig, get up there. I'm not slowing down for you. I'm going to make you earn it. Actually, this would be a good time to hop outside, probably. Oh, the world's slowest pass. Alright, once I hit 40, I'm going to turn off the hazards. And I'm coming up to a curve, so this ain't going to last long. We'll try again in a little bit. Alright, no more hazards. I'm up to 40. It was fun while it lasted. Guy's pulling a skateboard full of nothing. I would sure like to know where I've learned half of the garbage that lives in my head. Like, where did I ever pick up that truckers call flatbed trailers skateboards? Like, I don't know if they still do, but I know it used to be a thing. And we're back on the hazards. One of these mountain tunnels, you get an achievement for going through in both directions. Now that I think about it, I don't think it was this one, so never mind. Let me get out of this tunnel and I'll ask you guys a question. Wonder if there's any heavy haul guys around who can answer a question for me. Alright, now that it's a little bit quieter. So, I'm assuming, and I didn't do it, but I'm assuming now that I already did it, that if you're hauling a heavy load or an oversized load, you wouldn't just drive into a tunnel like that, right? You'd probably stop, see if there's anybody that can give you some guidance on what the turns are like in the tunnel, what the width is like in the tunnel. Make sure you're going to have a smooth ride. You wouldn't just drive into the tunnel without stopping and doing something first, right? Just seems like a safer idea to turn, just go around this guy. I'm going a little slower than I am. I know I shouldn't be going this fast. I'm trying to slow down without using my brakes, but it's not really working too well. I might have to get on the brakes a little bit. To be honest, I'm doing 20 over the speed limit. I'm just going to jump on those brakes just for a couple of seconds. Just to get me down to some serviceable speeds. Because my retarder is not working very well. And it's picking back up again. 42 up, back up to 49, now 50. Should not be going this fast. It's a smooth sailing section right here. It says end of 35 mile an hour speed limit, but alright, well, if they ended this truck speed limit, I'm going to get off the retarder. I might have to learn how that retarder works. I've never really had to use it except to slow down for traffic and whatnot. But on a safety issue, I should probably know how to use that thing a little bit better. I wasn't expecting there to be a 35 mile an hour speed limit coming down that hill. Slowing down for the curve. I'm only doing 43. So my question about the retarder is this. So I've got 3 buttons set. One to turn it on, one to increase the retarder, and one to decrease the retarder. So when I hit like the decrease button, does that decrease the speed that it tries to hold me at, or does that decrease the power of the retarder? Someone let me know, because I'm not sure. If I hit increase, does that increase the speed it lets me go? Or does it increase the power of the retarder and it actually slows me down? I'm not sure exactly how that works. Like when I was coming down the hill just now and I was at 20 over the speed limit, I was really tapping that decrease retarder and it seemed like it was trying to slow me down, but obviously it wasn't working that well because it wasn't really slowing me down. I had to use the brakes for probably a 2 or 3 second application. And I wasn't like jamming on the brakes. I was just a good heavy 60% just to slow me down a healthy amount. So I went from 20 over to about 10 over. I was doing 42, I think I said. So 7 over. I felt like that was safe enough speed, but man, that was kind of a surprise emergency there real quick. With the retarder not really slowing me down, and it was just slipping slowly up and up the speedometer, going faster and faster, even though the retarder seemed like it was working as hard as it could. Alright, I'm doing 37. I can speed up a little. I keep looking at that delivery time. It's up to 4:54 a.m. I'm not worried about being there early or quick or anything, but I don't want to be real late either, just because I'm being cautious. This is kind of fun though. I mean, it's a whole different way of playing the game. Rather than just mindlessly cruising, you're actually thinking about what you're doing every step, like every curve. I was thinking this a little earlier, but I didn't want to talk during a moment of silence there just for nothing. What does this say? Speed limit 50 through the the tunnel. I was thinking earlier, it's a little disconcerting when you're doing a load like this because the curve starts, but you're still driving the truck straight because you want to be on the outside of that curve. I know it's kind of hard. It doesn't really make sense, but hard to understand because it doesn't make sense, but it's a little weird when the curve starts and you think you should turn the steering wheel, but you're like, no, I gotta wait a little bit. Wait. Because you want to be on the outside of the curve in the cab of the truck at the front of your rig. You want to be on the outside of the curve. It's just a little disconcerting. It's a little strange. I feel like I've been doing pretty good keeping the whole trailer in the lane behind me. Oh, wrong button there, buddy. I haven't used my mouse in a while. It turned off. My bad. You probably don't need to be that slow. Boy, we're just idling right along at 50 miles an hour. I'm going to slow down a little bit more than the recommended speed. It said 45. I'm going to do about 40. Like I said, I hope you weren't looking for a diary submission today because this is just me talking about driving. Why is there a guy just stopped in the middle of the road? Dude. Are you trying to get yourself killed or someone else killed? Amtrak. Seems like I'm gonna have to drive like 13 hours just to get to a spot that's 8 or 9 hours away from where I started during a normal trip. I thought I'd be way closer to my destination by this time. Still over 12 hours away. I think I'm gonna stop at about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock no matter where I'm at on the map. Man. Was that a power station? Or just a dam? I guess the dam would be a power station, right? In most cases. Alright, I think I see a stretch now where we can go outside the cab and drive for a little bit. Hopefully we don't mess it up. Alright, little inputs there, Tom. Come on. Looks like I'm starting to catch up to that Jeep. Oh boy, gotta get my screenshots during those opportunities, you know what I mean? I was trying to turn off the GPS in the mirror. Can't see the little green thing when I pull up this way. I gotta be careful I don't fly by it. 169,000, almost 800 pounds. Let's get around that sign. Yeah, I think we're good. Boy, oh boy, that took like an hour, it seemed like. I gotta stop and get some sleep. I'm doing real good on fuel, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Boy, that is quite a parking job. Enjoy the quiet. No engine. No flags whipping in the wind. I just realized I never really showed you guys my truck. I bought the flags, I bought the oversized load sign, and I bought the beacons. So, let me get some sleep and we'll head back out. See how much of a turn we can make here. We're going to be using up this whole road for a little bit there, folks. Don't mind my dust. Okay, we made it. I want to do the same thing here. Oh yeah, we made it. Alright. The gas pedal is on the floor. Just pop that little sucker up. I like being able to see that time. I can work with just the GPS on the dash, but I like seeing that destination ETA on the big pop-up GPS screen. We're due Friday at 4:30. So if I can make it by, well, 6 o'clock p.m. would be 12 hours of driving. I got about 14 hours of awake time, so that would put me at 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. If I can make it before 7, I'll be okay. I don't want to have to do a third day on this job. Yeah, see, it's due by 8:30 tonight. So I really gotta, like I said yesterday, don't drink anything because I don't want to have to stop for you to go pee. Let's pass these miles. Look at that view. Hairpin curve at the bottom of a hill. My goodness, what are you killing us, man? And then an uphill once you get around it? Oh, my goodness. It's like you're killing commerce. Just killing me with another downshift. Oh. Alright, we're in the power band now. Accelerating. Don't shift yet. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I know you feel like you want to shift, but don't shift yet. Wait for it. Wait. Yeah, I guess you had to. Ugh. Let's hop outside and see if we can at least enjoy the view a little bit. I feel like I'm going a little faster. Oh my goodness, this is brutal. Look at those flags whipping in the breeze. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 axles. Alright, we're pushing that time back to 5:15 already. It's going to be late if it's not there by 8:30. That's like the end of the window of opportunity to get it there on time. Cannot let that thing slip to 8:30. I haven't even gotten onto the next interstate yet. I'm still on 70. Speed limit just dropped, and I don't have to slow down at all because I'm not even up to that speed limit yet. Salt Lake City is to the north. We are still almost 7 hours away, 400 miles. But this is the interstate that takes us to our delivery. We are just off of I-15 at Idaho Falls, where we need to be. Now that we're on I-15, let's hope it's a nice straight stretch and I can pick up some speed and stay there. And yes, the pedal is to the floor. We're passing people! I mean, people in cement trucks. Well, if any of you are wondering how I got up here so fast, basically, I just kept the gas pedal to the floor the entire way through the state of Utah. Ever since I got on I-15, I've just been sitting in that middle lane. It's three northbound lanes. I've just been sitting in the middle lane as fast as I could possibly go. My ETA now for the delivery is at 4:28, 2.5 hours away. That was a good 6 hours of drive time just gone in a few minutes. Literally, speed limit is 80. I was doing like, I saw 87 as the high, I think, for my speed. Going as fast as I could possibly go. Nice gentle curves the whole way north there. Nothing major. Bear with me while we coast into Idaho and head up to Idaho Falls to make this delivery. As far as I can remember, this is my last... No. As far as I can remember, this is my first ever heavy cargo mission that I've done. So we're getting close to the delivery here. You'll see a little logo of mine on the lower right corner there. Do me a favor, hover over that and click subscribe. I need some subscribers to my channel. And if you would, go ahead and give a like to the video. This is my first ever heavy cargo mission and you got to watch it, so just be glad I didn't show you the full 3-hour video. You only get to watch the edited version. Watch it all in one sitting. It took me best part of 2 full days to get this thing done. And it's only going to take you, well, I'm hoping I can get this video edited down to less than an hour, but at least you didn't have to sit through multiple hours of me driving in silence. So leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to play. Let me know how you think I'm doing. Just be nice, please. I'm trying to become a full-time gamer by the time I retire. I've got a couple of years to get there, but I'd really like to get there sooner rather than later. I'm just looking to... I don't need millions of subscribers. I just want to make that Google ad money. And to monetize, you got to have 1,000 subscribers. So if you like what you see, share the video with a friend. Maybe they'll subscribe, help me out. It doesn't cost anything. Just subscribe. You don't even have to turn on a notification bell. I just need the subscribers. One of these days we'll really start having fun. I've been in the market for a new steering wheel. I don't really like this Logitech. What the heck was that? That dude clearly ran into me. And I'm gonna get the offense. That is some BS, man. I didn't even see that coming. I had a green light. Oh, for crying out loud. Talking about retiring and making some Google ad money, and this idiot goes and runs into me. Rat bastard. I normally don't swear on my channel, but that's nonsense right there. Am I gonna make it without jumping the sidewalk? I think so. Now where is this place at? Is it on the right or left? There it is. Let me get these hazards on because I have a feeling I'm going to have to pull some shenanigans to get into this place. I am going to Plaster & Sons. I'm sitting here in gear with no brake on. Let's see where the little green thing is. Look at that fence. I got to put this long trailer in that little opening of a fence. Just past the railroad tracks. Isn't that ridiculous? I'm going to block both lanes. Hopefully I don't get a train coming while I'm here, because if so, it's going to take off my back end. I'm going to waste an hour just sitting here looking for a good time to pull in. And get those back trailer tires as far to the left as I possibly can before I swing this sucker in. I don't see anybody coming up behind me. Hopefully they come over the hill and see me and don't run into me. Thank you, Mr. Kenworth or whatever you are. Alright, before I hit this button, let's hop out and look and see if I'm going to be able to make that turn. Yes! Yeah, you're just going to have to wait there, buddy. Where should I place it? Yes, we can do that right there. Let's do that. Dude, you waited for me to make that turn and now you're going to honk and act like I'm in a hurry? Or act like you're in a hurry? Oh man, that is quite a little bit of a difficult spot there. Yeah, if you got to be in a hurry, I might not be a good truck driver because I do everything slow and steady. We're going to make sure those back wheels are going to clear that street light or that light pole, whatever you want to call it. I think we're going to be okay there. What's funny is we're going to be correcting this thing like, obviously all the maneuverability is in the truck. Now watch, I'm going to be the nose of this truck right on this fence line until the trailer back wheels, back axles are in the right spot. And then I'm going to have to go hard right to bring the front of the trailer over, and then back hard left to bring the truck over to the right spot. About right there. Let's bring that trailer over. The front of the trailer over, I mean. Now the articulating section. Oh, see, I backed up a little too, or I went too far forward. Probably didn't need to be that precise with it, but oh, I'm really jackknifing that back trailer, ain't I? Ooh. Alright, I'm just going to stop it right here. Yeah, I'm skipping parking. My bad. If you would, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, you guys go watch some more videos, and I'll go play some more games. Bye.